Hello everybody, I hope you're having a great day. Now, a chicken breast can be pretty boring, but if you make it just right, it's tender and juicy and delicious. Let me show you how to do it. It's not that hard. Of course, we want to start with a beautiful chicken breast, and this one's pretty large. It's skinless. And to help add some great flavor, I'm going to use bacon. Now, all we need is just one slice, so it's not that much. And we'd be using some oil anyway. So we'll get this slice of bacon, cut it in half, and get it in the pan. And then we want to get the heat to about a medium-high heat and let that start cooking the bacon. And while that's cooking, we want to really season the chicken breast. Now, I have some homemade chicken seasoning, but you can use any kind of store-bought brand that you like, or you can just use salt and pepper, just whatever you like. It's up to you completely, but get it nice and seasoned, and then I'm going to put some extra pepper on it, just like that. And we'll put a lid on it to help speed up the cooking process. And it's just about done. I'll turn it over and give it one more minute. There we go. So we'll take the bacon out, and then it's time to get that chicken breast in there. And can you see it smoking? It's nice and hot. You want it to sizzle. We put that with the skin side down, the side that had the skin on it. And then we'll just let that bacon grease come in good contact with this breast. We're going to let this sear for about 4 minutes on medium-high. Okay, after 4 minutes, it's time to turn it over. Let's take a look. Yeah, that looks just about right. And that'll add a lot of great flavor to the chicken. And I move it around to kind of treat it like a sponge in that oil. And now for the trick. I have a sprig of rosemary and those pieces of bacon left over, and I'm going to use that to keep the chicken from coming in direct contact with the pan. So I put the bacon on one side like this, and I have that nice sprig of fresh rosemary. And if you don't have that, you could use more bacon, or you could use a little bit of onion just to keep it up off the pan just a bit. And if you notice, the bacon's on the thin side of the chicken breast, and I really want to try to protect it. And then we're going to cover it and then turn the heat down nice and low, and then we're going to let it cook for about 12 to 15 minutes. It really depends on how big the chicken breast is. Anyway, it's been about 14 minutes and this one's ready. And so we'll go ahead and take it off and put it on the plate. And there you can see the bacon hasn't burned. We'll move it over and let that set on top of this beautiful chicken breast. But it's still not ready, because what we want to do now is cover it and let it sit covered for at least 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, it's ready. It's rested and some of the juices come out, but it's still beautifully tender and juicy. Let me show you. I'll take this off the top and we'll transfer this over to a cutting board. Oh, I hope you give this a try. It's such a wonderful way to cook chicken breast without flattening it. Let's slice it up, and I think you'll be able to see, at least I hope it comes through, that on the thin end it's nice and tender and moist. And as we work our way through this chicken breast, it's just as tender and juicy all the way through. I sure hope this comes through on the camera, but if it doesn't, you just have to trust me. This is some beautifully delicious and juicy chicken. Let's get a piece right out of the middle. A nice thick part. As you can see, it's perfectly cooked. Oh, it's so nice and still juicy or moist. Let me cut this one more time. And oh, I've just got to try it. So let me taste it. Oh, wonderful. Anyway, look at this. Look how tender that is. And it is so special that if you ever cook it this way, I think you will do it over and over again. Well, that's how. If you want a nice, juicy, and tender chicken breast, this is the way to do it. Hey, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye now.